Hello, my name is Patrick Marsolek. I'm the author of A Joyful Intuition. And today I'm going to guide you through a simple intuitive exercise you can use to practice your intuition, to start to use your intuition in a more trustworthy way. So to do this, I would recommend that you have some kind of a notebook or a piece of paper with you, something you can write on. Having even pens or markers or colors is okay if you would like to draw or you're an artist. Okay, so we're going to begin. I'm going to guide you through a process where you're going to perceive something. Right next to me here I have a cardboard box. This is just an average filing box you buy at an office supply store. Inside that box there's an object, and this is something that you're going to perceive with your intuition. So I'll guide you through kind of how to do that, or one simple way you can do that, and you can start practicing. And then at the end of this video, there will be another link to a second video that will give you the feedback and show you what's in what the object is, so you can get your feedback right away. Alright, so the first thing what I'd like you to do is just sit in some place that's comfortable and have your notebook in front of you. And you have to pardon my cat, that's Sophie. So to begin, what I'd like you to do is write down or describe whatever it is you're experiencing right now. Just checking in with your body. Are you feeling emotions? Do you have thoughts going through your mind? What kind of sensations are in the room around you? What kind of sounds are you hearing? And just take a moment and write down and describe those things. Give a word to them. Textures, sounds, smells. Did you just eat? Are you feeling something in your body? Those kind of sensations. Describing those things will help you release those kind of senses that you're already holding in your awareness. So you can even pause the video right here and just take a moment and write down and describe all those things. Then after you've done that, what I'd like you to do is imagine you can perceive this object, whatever it is I'm going to show you in a few moments. And what I'd like you to do with your awareness and your intention is just reach out and imagine you can perceive. You might imagine putting a hand into this box that I have sitting next to me. Or you might imagine in a few minutes from now I'm going to show you something. And what are you going to see? And to begin, just write down whatever basic perception comes into your awareness. Is there a color? Any kind of color, just describe, write down whatever color comes to mind. Is there another color? Is there a texture? If you were to touch with your hand, what would be the first texture that would come into your awareness? Feeling a texture, do you get or sense any sense of shape, any size or form? And here's where you can describe it or even sketch or just draw a shape. What would the basic shape be that comes into your awareness? And then do you get another sense of shape or texture? And as you're doing this, if your mind reaches for an object, if you're thinking, oh, I think it's this, and you name it or want to describe something, then just write that down. It helps you let it go, it helps you release it, so you can come back to just basic senses to begin with. The longer you can allow not knowing, the more you can actually perceive what it is. So going back to your senses, you might ask, is there a smell? What kind of smell comes to mind, if any? Or does it have a sound? In this way, just describing what you experience. So as you're doing this, what are you feeling? What kind of energy or feeling are you feeling in your body? Even if it's you, it's part of the process of your perception, so write it down, put it on the paper. You have thoughts that come through your mind, just write them down. They're all part of the process of your awareness. And then come back to a sense. Is there another color, another texture, another sense of shape? And then ask yourself, from what you're perceiving or sensing, do you get any sense of age? Is this something new or old? Is this something that has a purpose or a function? Is whatever you're perceiving something that's man-made, or is it something natural? For each of these questions you may not know, but if you have a sense or a feeling one way or the other, just write it down. Or it may bring more information or another image or shape that you perceived that you hadn't written down yet. So write it down, draw it, put it on the paper. So I'll just ask one more question, and that is, when I show you this object, when you see the feedback, what will be your first response? What will be the first perception or awareness that you will register? And then what I'd like you to do is just write down or describe anything else you're feeling or sensing or experiencing that you haven't put on the paper yet. And then at the end of it all, write the word end. Just to tell your mind and your awareness that you're done, that you're finished. You can just close that door and let it go. And just enjoy how that feels. Again, just being aware what that process feels like, maybe feeling now some expectancy about the feedback. So click on the link at the end of this video or type it into your browser and you'll get the feedback. Alright, thanks.